Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
So, drones. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe before I forget to ask that to all of our channels. And please do share these videos. Again, you can find all the links on the little drop down on every single video. But going back to the drones, we have something really kind of scary happened in Orlando. This was a festive time. I mean, Orlando is just an amazing city. It really, truly is. And so what you had was a little holiday celebration going on with drones. And what happened was during this celebration and the show with the drones, they just started to fall from the sky. They just started to fall, and in some cases, people had to dodge. And unfortunately, there have been injuries. This is really crazy. The FAA is getting involved in this, as this drone show mishap ended up injuring people, and we're going to take a look at that. What went on here? One of the things that immediately comes to mind to me as somebody that has been a paranormal investigator. I was part of a paranormal investigative group. And one thing that you find in paranormal investigations is, batteries going dead. You do find batteries going dead as something that happens when there's quote unquote paranormal activity going on. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be paranormal, as there's technology to tap into energy from other sources other than the one that you're directly tapped into. And there's an awful lot of technology that's being shown to the public for the very first time at this point in time, as there's multiple things going on here. But as you can see, this is it's kind of a major event, absolutely. And I wanted to pick up Cindy's impression of this, what she gets from this, because she gets a very, very clear answer when we say, okay, what happened here with this accident that literally did cause a injury to a boy, and he underwent open heart surgery after being hit by a drone. I mean, I could understand this would, in these times with everything going on, not just in New Jersey with drones, but all over the world. Drones and also UAP. People are really, really tense. They're nervous. They're scared. This was supposed to be just, a good festive holiday time, as you see the red and green drones in the sky. And then they start dropping like flies. So I asked Cindy to use her perceptive abilities and tap in and see what do you feel was happening with this.
Right. The very, very first thing that came through is this was a test. It's a test to see if they can find the centralized hive mind location and control these drones, or disrupt it. At least disrupt it to see if they can disrupt the whole show. So with all of the new things that we have going on, what we're seeing, I believe, is it's everyone is showing off their technology. Everyone is saying, see what I can do. And this, when I say everyone, I mean the controllers, the leaders of the country and worldwide. There's so many out there that are showing off their new technology, but they're also showing, hey, I can control your technology. So this is the very first thing that came to me. Very, very disturbing. And yes, I mean, speaking of paranormal, it could have been energetic too. It could have been like something, well, it's obviously something that people cannot see with the two eyes, but there was definitely a deliberate effort to destruct the drones and interrupt what they were trying to do.
There's many things going on here. There's a lot of different layers going on. Obviously, these were small drones. These are not necessarily what we're seeing in some other parts of the country and in the world, These were just supposed to be for a festive event again, but hijacking technology, that really gives you a pause to think about what's possible. As we've covered before, that so much of the U.S.'s military hardware on the highest end as far as technology goes literally has components that come from an adversarial nation, again, when we're talking the fine dining ware country. And at the same time, as all these incidents with UAPs and drones in the sky, we also have the growing WW #3 threat. There's all sorts of wild and weird footage coming out here. Just to show you, again, we obviously know that CGI is very easy to do in these days, and AI programs abound. But besides that, you have a lot of things in play, and not every single video is CGI. And again, we can say, well, this one seems to be, that one seems to be. Again, not all of them are going to be CGI. Not all are going to be Project Bluebeam. And the reality is that warfare in these times, is kind of like this, in that what do we see? What do we see happening in, say, the Middle East? Well, you see missiles being shot, and then you see things like the Iron Dome being used to take them down and intercept them. And there's a lot of other technologies in play. We've obviously gotten that there's lasers, and there's all sorts of other directed energy weapons. We have things that look like UFO battles going on in the sky, and I don't think these things have even gotten started yet. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more. Over the years, if you've been paying attention, you see that drones are perhaps the very first line of defense and offense in the new world here that we're walking into technologically. They're watching not only every move that we make, but they could be popping up out of nowhere. For those, that are ever watching sci-fi movies, we get very familiar with drones, and, again, the movies give us what's to be our reality just a little bit ahead of schedule. And this is coming out of China. Again, China is one of the nations that leads the world in technology. And I would dare to say Cindy was picking up that, the two nations really technologically that are leading the show is China and Israel. Here you have a UFO UAP following a United Airlines flight. What's really going on here? There's multiple things, as you can see. I mean, look how clear this is right next to the plane. It's right next to the plane. Right next to the plane here. Looking in. Now, I don't care if that's, terrestrial or non-terrestrial. To me, that's very dangerous when you're flying in an airplane, and that's something that's very, very disconcerting. You have over here in New Jersey, what we're getting from a lot of officials, mayors and governors, etc., is that it seems that the federal government, at least parts of it, doesn't really want to give us any answers. And the more you probe, the less you're really getting. And so, this was entitled New Jersey Mayor Leaks FBI Plans, which is basically, it seems like either they have no plan or they're not going to talk about it. It seems like they don't want to talk about it. We've had all these congressional hearings going on about UAPs and disclosure. And what you're watching there is not actually a bird, that's a drone. And, this is, again, China unveiling new military drones disguised as birds. And also, I've seen drones disguised as mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. Oh, yeah. No, this is part of the new reality that we're in. So it's a very complicated scenario where you have countries at war, And here you have China using drones to stop fires. Yeah, people in certain areas of the world are very used to seeing drones every single day, and not just for play, and not just for a hobby. No, they're out there all the time. Amazon deliveries by drones, medicine deliveries by drones. This is just part of the world that we're in right now, and this is also in China, and it's basically emitting yeah, we're watching you the whole time. Behave yourself, or you'll bear the legal liability. This is a whole nother level of Big Brother.
It is, and they're pulling back the curtain, and they're showing us a lot of things. They're creating a lot of confusion, deliberate confusion, and it's very difficult for so many people to watch and not understand what's going on. And we keep seeing people, what we see a lot is people, they think it's either A or it's B. They don't understand that it could be all the way from A to F. I mean, it's everything. There's layers and layers and layers going on here. I think it's really important to stay focused on the spiritual nature of yourself. Stay focused on your guides, angels, ancestors, because this information or these energies too are coming to the forefront. And a lot of this machinery, a lot of these things that have been unveiled by, these are black op projects. They're unveiled. They're showing off. These are trying to drown out the spiritual frequency that we have.
Yeah, again, the amount of money that's spent on black op projects over the years vastly exceeds the national debt, which is unfathomable to begin with. So this is part of the bigger reveal, and we'll be doing a Patreon video to give more information that we have gotten from the guides and the galactics on this situation, as people are now more aware than ever of the Galactic Federation. And you'll have people that laugh off the Galactic Federation and say, what have you been smoking? But we don't smoke anything. We don't take pharmaceuticals. We don't drink alcohol. We're as sober gets, and reality is changing. So that is something that the world's just going to have to deal with. But you might find a nice, warm, cuddly spot.
Yes, find a nice, warm, cozy spot that feels safe, and just kind of watch.
Absolutely. Thanks for being part of the family. Look forward to your comments. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.